Good morning, folks. Papa Joe here. Well, I'm sitting out here and oh, hold on a minute. Well, sorry about that. Sitting here waiting on a tire repair guy. I done had a oops tire this morning. So, of course, now I sat like 13 hours last night, and I couldn't have the flat then. I don't want y'all to see my messy bunk. Then Carlos will be busting my chops. Uh, you know, I'd got thinking over the last couple of days that I wanted to do a Christmas shirt. And I really wasn't wanting to ask Little Joe to make one up. Well, we was talking yesterday, and I told him I was thinking about it. And for him not to worry about it until I'd pulled the trigger on the idea. Him being Little Joe, he went ahead and made it, and another one. Made a patriotic one that we'd talked about a couple weeks ago, and that I'd told him not to worry about. You know, those that don't know, this channel started a couple years after I'd lost my youngest son. I lost him in a motorcycle accident. A pickup took him out. It wasn't the boy's fault. And that weighed hard on me. That was heavy. And lost a few other kinfolk right there. In a matter of 2 years, I lost several people. And I started spiraling down. I ain't gonna lie. Little Joe and lots of others was doing everything they could to try to get me back up. And I used to cook and all kinds of stuff, and wasn't doing that no more. I was writing a cookbook, the Cross Country Cooking with Papa Joe. There's a link to it, to the blog. And I just quit doing everything. I was disconnected. And Little Joe kept harping on me to do this YouTube channel. And of course, my steadfast, I don't do technology, son. I don't know how to do that stuff. Don't want to learn it. Hold on a minute. There's that call. Okay, Loves is on the way. He said they'd be calling me here in a few minutes, so we might get interrupted again. But anyway, Little Joe got me to start this channel. It's supposed to be a cooking channel because I like cooking. And the son that I lost, he was a chef. So I finally started it basically to shut him up. I'll be honest with you. I didn't think this channel would go anywhere. Who in the world wanted to hear me talk about anything? Much less my simple hillbilly cooking. Who cares, you know? I had a few friends that came on that I knew before YouTube, and they started enticing me to make videos about other stuff, my thoughts on this, that, and the other. So I went ahead and did it, just as a favor to them. And the channel grew. I couldn't believe it. It still blows me away. I have over 2,100 people. It still blows me away how anybody really cares about what I've got to say. It's been awesome, and I appreciate y'all. The thing is, though, is behind it all has been the unknown soldier, my son. In the beginning, he had some serious oops. Y'all go back and watch some of them first videos. They weren't good. I was nervous, and videos are not that great a quality. They've came a long ways. They really have. And he's been the unspoken hero behind the scenes, fixing all of Daddy's oops. And He is so dedicated to me and this channel that, like yesterday, just a conversation and me telling him, son, don't worry about it. Your plate's full. He makes the time to do what he can for this channel to help me and the channel out. That is really awesome. Well, I was talking to Grandma last night and telling her how the little knucklehead went ahead and did those 2 shirts. He don't have time. He's a full-time college student going for his master's degree. He's got a full-time job. He's a lab inspector at a college. He's a dad whenever the wicked one allows him to have the children. He's a newlywed. He's recently got married. He's finally stepping past the horror story he was living with a woman. I told Grandma, you know, I know how he struggles. I know how all young adults struggle with families. And I told her that I had the idea of doing a little fundraiser for him. I wanted to do something to show my appreciation to what he's done for this channel. We're going on 3 years. And I know some of y'all have been with me from the beginning. Can you believe it? 3 years. 2.5 right now. I think March is like the 3-year mark. And it's like, wow. And I think he's brought this channel a long way. I've been the pretty face up here, but he's been the brains behind it. I think it's came a long ways. So what I would like to do is those 2 shirts that he created yesterday. It's a Christmas shirt, and it has 2018 on it. So we'll all know what year it was. And he's done a patriotic shirt. They're both new up on Teespring. There's a link to them. We'll put a link at the bottom of this or in the first comment, however they do it. I'm going to have Carlos do it because Little Joe, I don't want him to know about this. But any of the monies that is made off of those 2 t-shirts, I want to give to Little Joe and his family so they can have that really extraordinary Christmas or whatever we get out of it. I want them to have a good Christmas. I want to show him a thanks, son, for being the one behind the scene. Thanks for a job well done. I know there's a lot of you out there that really like the channel. Some of you know, some of you came in recently. You know, when you start asking for t-shirts, it was Little Joe that did a lot of homework. He tried finding companies to do them. We spent a lot of time. We couldn't find a company that could bring them to you at a decent price. Finally, he found a place where he can design them and put them up at a lot more reasonable price. He didn't have time to be looking for them, much less designing them, but he did it for you and I. I think that's awesome. Someone else had asked for that Patreon page, and he took the time to figure out how. He has done so much. He really has. And I can't tell him thanks enough. And I hope y'all are appreciative of what he has done. So if y'all would get behind me on this effort, it would be deeply appreciated. I don't know how much the t-shirts are, $22, $23, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm not sure. If you can't afford that, I understand. There's some coffee mugs for at the house. They're not travel mugs. They'll have the same stuff on them. Grab one of them. I don't know, they're $8 or $10, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm not sure. But grab one of them coffee mugs. Anything that you can do to show appreciation for what he has done would be appreciated by me. And that's a lot of appreciation going on there between all 3 of us. It's just something I would really like to see happen. So if y'all could help me with this little thing, I would really appreciate it. I don't want to harp on it too long. I don't want to just keep beating you over the head with it. I just want to tell y'all that I appreciate this channel where it's came to. I can't believe it. Can't believe people want to hear what I got to say. But, you know, it's an honor, and I don't take it lightly. I really don't. That's why I try to speak honest with you and try to give you the truth. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't do the drama. I don't pretend to be some kind of actor. I'm just Papa Joe, period. And I appreciate the work that he's put behind it. It's come a long ways, and where before I didn't think it'd go anywhere, now I wonder where it will go. Folks, remember, good Lord loves you, and so do I. And I want to tell you thank you in advance to those that gets behind this little project and help support it and help tell him thank you. Y'all have a blessed day now. God bless. Bye.